Did he think like discount had another meaning?
I mean, I think 8 being less than 11 is enough meaning.
Look, if this guy, if he's pulling a gun out over that, then I'm guessing his familiarity with numbers is lacking.
This podcast is hardly focused.
The French.
Customer pulls gun on Burger King employee after getting a discounted breakfast.
Like you do.
Yeah, I mean, that's a reason to get mad, right?
Yeah, someone giving you a thing that makes you pay less money.
So that's it, Nate. That's what happened. So like the guy is told he doesn't have to pay full price, and his response is, "Here's a gun. I'm going to shoot you."
Yeah, I mean, it checks to me. Like that makes sense. That's a natural response.
Yeah,
somebody being kind.
Now, the headline doesn't mention it, but this happened in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that makes sense.
A little bit.
So,
but Ohio is for lovers.
So the employee, the employee Howard Vernon told WOIO TV he was taking the customer's order: 2 sausage, egg, and cheese croissants, a sausage biscuit, and hash browns, which totaled about $8. He was like, "My order can't be right. It should be $11." And I'm trying to explain to him that we had a promotion going on and it's cheaper. And he started cussing and getting all loud. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you want to pay more money.
Like the only thing that I can possibly think his brain thought in that convoluted moment was that it should have always been $8 and that he was being overcharged all of that time. But like him saying that it's a promotion that they're doing right now that he can do, and like because I've been to multiple different places where like, oh yeah, like why don't I just do this, and this for you because it's like the equivalent, and you know,
yeah,
it's like, oh okay, cool, thanks. Like that's how you respond to it. But like I can't think of any other reason why he would, unless he wasn't listening. I don't know. I don't know. I hate people sometimes.
People are so fucking dumb.
Like, what are you doing?
Like, that is really bad. Like, I mean, the only thing I could have thought, I mean, you make a much better point. I was thinking like maybe he thought that he was forgetting something. He's like, no, like my order's usually $11. You're forgetting something. Like you're not ringing up everything.
But no, it sounds like he legit was just like, no, I pay $11.
Yeah. He goes there like you're messing up what I do every day.
Yeah. Like do you think it could be some like, this is extreme, but say he's got like Asperger's, right? So he's used to like a certain routine every day.
Maybe.
And he feels threatened because now the routine is being changed.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like change. So
that's a stretch, I think.
Well, pulling a gun on the guy for offering him a discount's also a stretch.
I mean, like, I feel like we can't really understand the level of mental processing someone has to go to think that bringing a gun to a Burger King is going to actually significantly help their lives in any small form or fashion. There's probably already a lot of issues, but we're not going to have a fruitful conversation about. We should probably just understand where this person is coming from already and just run or walk the other direction.
I love that the article, by the way, just quickly, this USA Today article, they have like a file photo of a Burger King sign, and then like the placard underneath says "now hiring." Yeah, because people really want to work there after this.
Well, the thing that this article leaves out is Howard was fucking cool as shit. He was like calm and chill, and he was just like, you got to do what you got to do, like with a gun pointed at him. He's just like, if you got to do that, then then do it. Like he wasn't at all like scared. He didn't run away. He was just like, if you're gonna, I guess this is what's happening.
I mean, realistically, it kind of I feel like we've all probably seen someone or someone on TikTok or some kind of short or something of where it's just like, yep, realistically, it's like 2024, dude. Like, I don't want to be alive.
Yeah,
What do you
it's like-
want?
yeah, it's like
It's
this.
just because like that's just
That
literally
shit
it is
sucks.
literally that. That is
Yeah.
what happened in real life. He's like, well, okay, you got a gun.
It's like that. It
You,
seems like what's
I guess
happening.
give me a couple extra dollars.
So here's audio of the man as he was confronting. And remember, the Burger King employee, his name is Howard Vernon. So this is audio of the customer as he confronted Howard Vernon over the discounted Burger King meal.
Threatened by your Gestapo security guards, had me head set on fire. I was attacked by wild lobsters, beaten by a very large woman, had me dog wrapped in plastic, nearly starved to death, and I still beat the 12 o'clock deadline. So if you don't change that total back to $1.50, I will do something not nice!
Such a good episode.
That'll be $1.50, please.
I feel like that's where I get it from. Is Rocco.
A lot of things from Morocco.
Also, I love how I've learned finally when I'm paying attention to be like, because for a minute there I got excited. I was like, wait a minute, it's Jack. This is not going to be Jack.
Yeah.
Why would I have audio of any of this?
Because I just remember the first time that you tried that, and I was just like, "Oh wow, I can't believe Jack! Like, how did Jack get the audio for this?" I'm just like listening intently, like almost every single time there'd be like a minute where like, I hope it didn't look like I actually believed that, because I did actually believe that for a second.
I did that once to Ack, and I teed him up, and then played like something from like The Simpsons or something. And I did such a good job of teeing Ack up and getting him ready for this that when the clip was over, Ack just goes, "Fuck you," and he signs out of Zoom.
Yeah, that's like all those I know that you don't do this now, and we're technically not supposed to laugh about it, but I do laugh every single time I think back to the joke of calling Ack and then having him explain something and then hanging up.
Well, that was always like a pain in the ass too, because I had to set and I totally ripped that off of Opie and Anthony.
I know.
But I would have to set, because you could do it with Skype, where you could set like custom sounds for like, instead of like the dial, or like when the phone's ringing, custom sound, and then a custom sound for when you hang up. So I set just a dial tone for when I'd hang up, and it would be great if, when I hang up on somebody, but Ack really didn't
like it.
Oh, he hated
He
it.
really didn't like it. No, it's when Ack gets mad, it's not a good thing.
Oh no, it's not. It's not fun.
But in hindsight, it was a funny gag.
Yeah, Ack would quit the Ack and Jack show quite frequently. And it was almost always because of my doing.
So Jack has definitely matured, and it's good that we have the Jack that we have now, because he at least listens to us when we tell him maybe you shouldn't say that.
Yes.
It doesn't faze me. Anytime you're like, I got something queued up, I'm like, here it comes.
I know, it's at the point now where I have to plead with you. If I actually have audio, I have to plead with you before I play it, where I'm like, I swear to God, this is the real audio. I'm not fucking with you.
I mean, like, you can surprise us.
Sure.
That's fine. That's a thing you can do. But like, whenever you're like, now it's like, I found, and as soon as you say I found, I'm like,
I love how I've done this enough times now that it's become a whole like topic of discussion.
It's funny.
That's great. You see that? What I hope is that people listening to this, especially people watching this, just get used to just looking at our faces, because it's a telltale sign that we're like, when we know what's happening. Because like I legit was just like, okay, I know what's going on. You're not getting me this time. Now, you got me a couple times the last couple episodes.
Yeah, I feel bad about it too, because I'm like, I roll my eyes or I do something, and I'm like, well, it's kind of like a giveaway of like, I know what's going.
But that's
down.
what makes it a good bit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now here I go. I'm pleading with you. I do have audio from WOIO of. I think I haven't watched it. I literally just pulled it up. I think it's of Howard Vernon being interviewed. If you want to hear him talk, I'm going to play it and let you figure that out for yourself. Here we go.
Gruntled customer who pointed a gun.
Say it's the real clip.
Employee on Easter morning. Kelly Kennedy has the surveillance video and spoke exclusively with that employee. It's a story you'll see on Just One Station.
To know that somebody would do something like that just because I'm trying to give you a better deal and just to flip out like that, yes, I mean, it is scary.
This man was captured on Burger King's surveillance cameras. You can see him get out of his car and pull out a gun. 38-year-old Howard Vernon was his target.
I was taking this guy's order, and he ordered like 2 sausage, egg, and cheese croissants and sausage biscuit and hash brown. The order came up to $8, and he actually thought he was like, my order can't be right. It should be like $11, and I'm like trying to explain to him that we had a promotion going on, and like it's cheaper. He started cussing and getting all loud, and I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know why you want to pay more money.
Vernon says after that, the customer sped off, but about a minute later, he pulled back around to the drive-thru window as he was helping another customer. That's when he pulled out a gun and threatened to kill him. Vernon says he also called him a racial slur.
The whole time I was just like, well, if you're gonna do it, do it. Like I'm not about to run. You don't scare me or anything like that. Just do what you gotta do. And he just kept blurting out racial slurs. It's crazy because it was a older woman that was like, his gun was on top of this older woman's car. He could have gave her a heart attack, anything.
The incident happened around 9 a.m. at the Willowick Burger King on Vine Street. The suspect was driving a gray Honda and was wearing a gray sweatshirt and a hat. Police say he took off on Vine Street and then turned down a side street. Authorities are still looking for him. Are you surprised that someone was capable of pulling out a gun over something so insignificant?
I mean, yes, because at the end of the day, it was about some bread and sausage. Sandwiches at 9 o'clock in the morning on Easter, and you're that mad that you put a gun in somebody's face. After I thought about it afterwards, it was like kind of had me shook up a little bit, because it's crazy that people would just, like, what if he did shoot me and kill me? And, you know, I have 10 kids. I'd have been leaving all my kids, like everything. That's just, I don't know why people are so angry out here at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Vernon tells me he hasn't been back at work since this incident, but he does plan.
Of course he has 10 kids.
Wow. That's a sound drop now. Just your reaction to I have 10 kids. What?
Some of them even got the same mom.
I mean, this hopefully, like, there's some sort of like GoFundMe that happens because of this, like, because, you know, like, somebody who has 10 kids shouldn't be working at Burger King.
Well, hey, if he was in California, they just pumped the minimum wage up to $20 an hour for fast food workers.
Also, this is probably like job 3.
Sure.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so, but like, you heard him. You were just like, you know, like, if you're gonna do this, like, just, I guess,
just do it.
Happens, you know.
Yeah. Just do it. Pussy.
I mean,
it's so absurd though. Like, I could see it the other way around. Like, no, normally my order is $8. Why are you charging me $11? It's like, well, inflation, you know, like, I could see the anger happening there, but I can't.
Why don't you want my $3?
I just can't figure out, like,
it's
why,
my
why is it cheaper?
$3.
Like, I'm immediately like, that's
take
awesome.
my $3, Nate.
I don't know. It's just so weird. I don't know.
It doesn't really make any sense. No.
So when I worked at the radio station, was doing street team events, and part of that entailed giving out bumper stickers that had the radio station logo on them. I mean, people like now these are worth a lot of money. I'll tell you that. But and I'm happy to still have bricks of them. But back then, I mean, there were people that would go nuts to be given one, like it was like winning the lottery. And then other people would legitimately get, now I think they weren't in the right state of mind at the time because they'd be coming out of a concert, or what have you, but they would get like mad at me for offering them a free bumper sticker with the radio station logo on it. Like, all right, well, fine. Don't take your free fucking gift from me. That the only effort you need to exert is either taking it or saying no, thank you. But no, we're going to go with the threats of bodily harm. To which I'd say
it's just an advertisement.
Yeah, which I'd say, dude, I make $8 an hour. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, like, I honestly, in that situation, I'd rather you just ignore me, like look me in the face, and then turn around and just like I'd just rather you just do that. Like,
Right.
Don't yell at me. Like, what? Like, that takes extra energy. It legit takes extra energy to do that.
It does. It does. All right. Well, there's that. I'm actually
It's a
happy I played
weird
the real
story.
audio. It is a weird story.
I wish I could understand what goes on in some people's brains to make them make the decisions that they do. But then again, like, if you think about it in a subtractive editor kind of way, it's probably better that we don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, in my brain, this is what I see in my brain. Like, if what I assume happened in this gentleman's brain was, wait, they're giving me a discount? No. This is worth going to jail for.
Did he think like discount was like, or and I don't know if Vernon like straight up used the word to the guy's face, discount, but like, did he think like discount had another meaning?
I mean, I think 8 being less than 11 is enough meaning.
Look, if this guy, if he's pulling a gun out over that, then I'm guessing his familiarity with numbers is lacking.
Unless he thought like 8 was 80, like he said 80, like that will be $80, and it's like, dude, it's usually 11. It's like, we got a promotion, a discount today that makes it
80% higher.
Like
that sounds like an all that. That sounds like an all that sketch right there. Yeah.
Oh,
$69
yeah.
more dollars.